Welcome back. So, as expected, today, U.S. market rallied. I said this yesterday, mostly because of the overreaction last week, because of the horrible job numbers that came out on Friday, even though it did crash Friday's market. But if you think about it, it helps with the rate cut that's coming up in September, right? So I kind of said that yesterday in my special Sunday walk video. Kind of expected that today we would rally, and I'm glad to see it did. Glad to see there was no surprise today. And I think for the remaining of this week, we could see more of the same. Maybe not as hard of a rally as today, but I think we'll see recovery. So today, the CME prediction for September's rate cut has jumped up to well over 90%, like 97%, something like that. So I think the chance of a 50 basis point cut, even though small, could still be on the table. So I think that's going to really be determined by later this week. We are going to get a jobless claims report, right? If that somehow shows that unemployment is ticking upwards, then I think for sure we're going to get a 50 basis point cut in September. So I think we got that to look forward to. I think that's coming out Thursday. And also it's reported that that one Fed governor that quit, Trump is finding a replacement for. Obviously, someone that's pro-cutting, someone that's more favorable towards lower rates. And, you know, it's some people see it as a precursor to what, you know, what he may do if Powell leaves or resigns or gets fired or whatever, right? It's kind of weird that the president, even though there's supposed to be a separation between the Fed and the White House, and the president supposedly has no firing capabilities over the Fed, then why is he responsible for picking out replacements? Why does he appoint? That doesn't even make any sense. It should be something like you would figure the other Fed governors, you know, nominate someone or they appoint. Because if there's supposed to be a true separation, I could get how that's confusing. It doesn't make sense that Trump has the power to appoint Fed chairs and Fed governors, yet he doesn't have the ability to fire them. I guess it's the same thing with Supreme Court justices, right? I may be wrong about that. I think Supreme Court justice, yeah, I think once you appoint a Supreme Court justice, they stay there until they retire or something like that. So I guess it's kind of safe, but still, it's kind of weird. Anyways, besides those things, Bitcoin is back above 115, which is good. Not back to 119 yet, but I think we're on our way. More importantly, ETH made a huge comeback, about 3,700, which shows that, again, the reports of whales buying ETH while it was down are correct. ETF inflows probably today, massive. Last week we actually saw an outflow for ETH, but I think probably, you know, if the trend continues, we're going to see more money come back in. Overall, I don't think anyone's really panicked. All the people that are charting, the TA analysts, the macro guys, and even the fundamental guys, everyone agrees. You know, we had a little bit of shakeout last week due to some FUD, some macro fears, but overall things are still in play. And I've been reminding you guys that all the shenanigans that we're hearing and seeing between Trump and the Fed and you know, and the rates and all the overspending, deficit, all that should turn more people to Bitcoin. That's what Bitcoin was created, and the ethos of Bitcoin is taking away power from the central banks and banks of the world that we don't really trust and putting it back into the hands of the people. But yeah, outside of these things, you know, the overall crypto market is recovering, not as much as ETH. ETH seems to be like it wants to get back above 3,800 pretty quick. I noticed like Sol, XRP, Sui, they're still down, kind of weak. But if Bitcoin recovers back up, I think they will too. And then people realized last week was just an overreaction, and there was no reason to be panic dumping like always. That's really about it. There's really nothing else. I mean, the usual players I saw, like Metaplanet, still loading up. Now they have over $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. Obviously, Sailor, I think he's going to continue, and we get more and more reports about or buying. That's it. Really, nothing else. Again, I think this is going to be a recovery week. I think as long as the U.S. market continues to be green, and we get that really good jobless report, when I say really good, meaning bad jobless report, I think it's going to kick things off even more. And if we get more and more hints about a 50 basis point cut in September, man, then that's going to be a huge, huge thing. By the way, I visited the Dole plantation where all the Dole pineapples come from, I guess. I don't know if they ship. I heard that they don't ship the Dole pineapples from outside of Hawaii, so I don't know where other states get them from, but this is really good. Pineapple in Hawaii, super, super, super sweet. You find them everywhere on the side of the road, and people cut it for you, or supermarkets, or Dole plantation. Fantastic. Fantastic. This is outside my room right here. You know, parts of Hawaii does seem very dry. Like, it's like kind of desert-like. Almost like you're in Arizona. But man, the weather here is outstanding. Yes, it's hot, like 85 to 90 degrees, but somehow it's not humid. You know, you figure like a tropical place would be really humid. It's not. It's more like a dry heat. There's plenty of wind, so that during times it doesn't feel that hot, especially under the shade. It's just nice and cool. The waters are crystal clear, very, very, what do you call it? Very calm. Yesterday we visited a cove I showed you guys. Great for snorkeling, saw a lot of fish. Man, if you like water, you like surfing, you like beach life, you like shopping, you like just the tropical feel, can't really beat Hawaii. The only thing is it's super expensive here. Getting here is expensive. Resorts are expensive. Food is really expensive because everyone wants to be here, right? But outside of that, man, I don't play golf, but those of you guys that play golf, there's plenty of golf courses around here. This is just a really good vacation spot. So first time here for me in Hawaii, and I really enjoyed myself. But I will be flying back. It's a long flight with a flight difference, so I will be flying back tomorrow morning. I'm still not going to be doing my stream. I may put out a video tomorrow night, but Wednesday I'll be streaming again. All right, so that's it. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.